I click this button and say, yo, what up? How's it going, man?
Hello.
So, Kendo Rappa. This is not Kendo
Yeah,
Rappa. This is
I
the
love
new
girl power.
Kendo. 6 hand size, 27, 28 health character. 27? 27, right?
Let me check. Yeah, 27.
Enhanced Committed Foundation. Your mid attack gets 2 damage, stun 1. Form, commit, you're an 8-hander.
Absolutely awesome.
Okay. Give me the pitch. What's going on with that Kendo? And I will chat.
So-
I will put that on the screen for the YouTube video. You guys will have to just use your imaginations.
Currently, set 3 has a ultra rare called Focused Attack. Absolutely awesome card because it's a 5 diff. It has combo mid attack, combo enhance, 3 damage for each printed mid attack in your card pool.
Yeah.
When Hawks came out, I looked back at Focused Attack under the order symbol with Hawks' feather, and I was like, with Hawks' feathers enhance, add this to a card pool. This attack gets 2 speed, and I can just like do that twice with Hawks.
Yeah.
And now it's just like combo. It gets 5 times 3, 15 damage. That's
Yeah.
cool already.
Yeah.
Now there's actually Kendo. And I want an 8-handed character that isn't Hawks, that is actually the character that gives like stun 1 on every attack. So basically commit 3 foundations and, 15 damage. Oh no, 17 because Kendo. I just want to have a lot of fun with this character.
Okay. I dig it. So what do you? I was focused back on screen. What do you want from me? What do you need from me?
I'm just not familiar with the order symbol, nor am I familiar with like a good attack lineup. Anything like I may have missed. Like all I know is like I just want to make them miserable on the turn that I want to kill them. Like because we have Fletcher Might to stun them out, and then Focused Attack is just like wide open to like absolutely slam them.
Okay.
Just something to like make sure they can't do anything on the turn I intend to kill them.
Okay. I dig it. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna look at the order mid attacks and see if there's anything that looks interesting, right? Anything that we could have possibly missed. Yeah. That one's a good one. Because I noticed you put in Shards of Winter, which I think is a very interesting card, but it's just slow as mud. It's a 2 mid for 5, I guess, but like sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It
can also be a 3 if because of Kendo giving it stun
sure.
1 again.
It's a 4 diff, so it's a 5 diff, right? That we checked a 4 on. So we have to give it a foundation. Okay, I guess it's not terrible. It's not terrible. We're just looking. Flamethrower is pretty funny in this deck. Needs 1 more damage. Just kidding. Electric Jaw would be pretty.
I'm not doing Spotlight. I'm doing standard with this one.
I was kidding. I was just goofing. I was being a big goofball. That's the only attack.
And
Blade
imagine
Rush.
if Electric Jolt was in this.
Yeah. I really like Gently Rebound as an idea. It's an 8 damage throw that they have to block. Otherwise, you just put a card back in their hand.
Yeah, sure.
Genkai's Spirit Gun is a 6 for 7 that stacks your deck. So you just like put a foundation on top and guarantee what's going on, and it's powerful 3 as like an additional way to kill them. That card feels pretty good. Stun 1, flip a foundation, they commit a foundation. This is a stun 3 move on our character.
Funny.
Okay, let's come back here and see what we have, right? When we look at our block zones, these are all mid blocks.
Yeah, that was a bit of a struggle personally.
Seems pretty.
I just always saw like.
Seems like a pretty good way to get blown out. It seems like a pretty good way to fight, Rappa herself. But I don't know about everything else. How sold are you on Hawks' Feather?
I'm pretty reasonably sold because if I get like 1 or 2, that's just like an extra free 3 damage to speed on the turn that I use focus attack. But I think I could cut it down to like 2 or 3.
I want to cut it down to a 2 of because by its lonesome, it doesn't do anything. So I want to put in 4 copies of Ogre Killer because I think this card is actually very good in your character. You flip a foundation, then commit the flipped foundation, and this can commit up to 4 cards on their board because of how it works. And then I really like Genkai's Spirit Gun as just like an additional bomb. I think this card is good, but that does mean that we have to like kill some cards. So like, I think Shard of Winter just gets to leave. I think this card is just too slow.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Although it is very good with Ogre Killer, so like, if like Cat Punch doesn't work out, then you could move on and try something different, right?
Yeah.
But this is 22 attacks in our 60 card deck, or as close to 60 as possible. I don't hate this number. And when we look at difficulty, our only 5s are Genkai's and focus attack. And this thing is going to be a 6 for 7 that like just 6 for 7 powerful that stacks cards. Like it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like the amount of damage that we've now put back into the deck is like so much higher. And then like let's pretend that like we go swing, focus attack. They block the focus attack somehow. You've got 2 momentum because you hit them earlier in the game, right? Because they were anticipating the focus attack and you stopped attacking. This thing now is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage move that like you can play after the focus attack. Or even better, right?
Yeah.
Like you go like Tape Stream Jab into Genkai's Spirit Gun. It's not fully blocked. We didn't commit anything on it. I stack a 6 for focus attack and commit 1 foundation. Like this just like guarantees this check.
Quality.
Yeah. I just feel like you're actually going to be able to kill people with this deck now. As opposed to, boy howdy, I sure hope the funny attack hits. Flex Your Might.
This card, I think, is pretty good because there's like 2 realities. First of all, I play Flex Your Might, I show them Cat Punch. It's a 6 like damage attack. It's most likely going to like give me the extra 2, so I become basically 9 cards in my hand on that turn. And it also has the card pool effect. If an attack deals damage, they commit another one, so now they have to block, which makes it makes focus attack even more difficult to like block because committing foundations and such.
Sure.
And also just like it doesn't count towards progressive difficulty, so the worst case scenario, I check a 3 and I have to commit 1, and I just like go on with my turn.
My issue with Flex Your Might is that the actions and assets that exist on the order symbol are so much better than it. Item Box, Dr. Ichigai, Psychic Spirit Glass, Fierce Wings, Runaway. You know what card is better than Flex Your Might? Psychic Spirit Glass. This one just sits on the board, and if they go to 2 cards in their hand, you just, as a form, Psychic Spirit Glass and say they can't block with their mid-block. Okay, I'll play Focus Tech. I didn't care that I committed you out. You just legally aren't allowed to block with this card anymore.
It's why I focused like just putting 2 Flex Your Might in instead of like a 4, and then I just like put most of my like foundations into Botane stuff, like discarding cards, which probably isn't as reliable because they can still draw into a mid block and just like poker face it. But yeah, I didn't even. I'm not very versed well in stuff like this, so
Sure.
you
No,
know,
that's
you
okay.
learn something new.
Yeah. Psychic Spirit Glass, like on the turn that you're going to kill them, like, and you like know you're going to kill them because you know your hand size character and you drew 1,000 cards. You just like Psychic Spirit Glass, look at their hand, say the mid block doesn't work. You're just going to partial block everything, and then I'll just kill you for it. I'm down for you to try Flex Your Might. I'm down. I'm going to cut it to a 1 of, and we're going to play a Psychic Spirit Glass.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
It's very good, man.
Yeah, I trust that.
I also really like Item Box. This card needs to exist somewhere in your deck. This card just being, hey, put it back to printed speed and damage. And it also says this attack, right? So like, let's pretend that they put the Genkai's Spirit Gun, they zero out the speed, and they're planning on blocking it. And you just go, no, I mean, it's back to 6. So, sorry. Right?
Yeah, it's anti-bomb and anti, what's it called?
Reset.
Barrier shield.
It's anti-barrier shield. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of anti-barrier shield,
I like that too.
Team Dr. Ichigai. After non-keyword abilities played on a non-character card, cancel it. Did you put my speed to 0? No. And it just sits on the board and just waits. Which is why, like if I were to play it, I'd play like 1 Psychic Spirit Glass, 1 Item Box, 1 Team Dr. Ichigai, and just be like, I'm an 8-hander that's amassing a wall, so that like my board is massive, my hand is massive, and eventually I'll kill you, right? As opposed to, I'm an 8-hander, and an 1/8 of my hand is this Flex Your Might. I hope the other 7 cards work and get there as well, right? And that's how I feel personally, right? But if you haven't played as this deck and you thought Flex Your Might was a cool idea, then you should play Flex Your Might. But if hopefully this doesn't happen, if this idea doesn't work, in the back of your head, go, oh shit, I should play 1 copy of this, and 1 copy of this, and 1 copy of this, and kill the Flex Your Might.
Yeah. I do want to like give it a quick play test against someone like with Flex Your Might, because I think it is like such a fun idea, because Flex Your Might has ever since like the first deck doctor that I shown Flex Your Might, I think it was my friend showing off a Hagakure deck with Flex Your Might. It was just such a fun idea, and I've just wanted to find a use for it because I have, I think, a playset now. I've just wanted to be able to use it, and I think out of all the decks that I've tried to play, Flex Your Might just may be the one here.
Sure.
So I'm excited to like hope it works.
The worst thing that happens is it doesn't work, right? And it sits in your binder, and we wait for the next one. We bide our time.
Yeah, we wait for like all my fucking 8, and that's the one that has specifically built for Flex Your Might.
Yeah.
Someday.
Let's hope.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
Okay, foundation wise, I just want to look at your foundation count and look at the ones that I don't like. Okay. Final test. How were we discarding cards?
I think it was because of Botan's stuff. I had, I think it was a zero diff that says, but yeah, both players discard a card and draw a card. First of all, you're discarding their mid block. They draw something else. Maybe it's not a mid block, and then I'm discarding a card. Then I can final test the draw card. It's sort of like, going through a few hoops, but considering Botan's coaching is like a zero diff, and I can just do that, or there's like other discarding things that I just completely forgot about, or there's better draw power in standard that I'm not familiar with.
It's just Season Brawler.
Oh yeah.
This is just
I always forget.
This is just the better card. A playable while committed, slightly better block. Isn't asking you to jump through this weird hoop.
Nah.
Especially because we don't have any other draw power on our board. We just don't.
Yeah.
Or no, any other discard power, right? Because I can't set the record straight in order to do it. Up next. Intense Stare is kind of cool in your character.
It sort of is. My problem with that, now that I think about it, Intense Stare, we could also, since we do have like now a reasonable amount of discard, we could go back to like, if you have discarded a card, draw a card thing. because it's also a 1 diff, and we're now like adding more effects that discard cards. So
That's
we're just
fair.
not like slowly whittling our hand down until we're like, don't have enough cards to do the thing. Or, if you can't kill, we now just have no blocks.
Sure.
I do think Intense Stare is like
I was
pretty
only gonna
cool,
put
though,
it
as
at a
an
1
effect.
of, if that's anything, right? It's just like neat because you've got the extra draw power for it.
Yeah.
Like I think that like I like Intense Stare more than I like Set the Record Straight, right?
Yeah.
Because like our
We
goal
can
should
cut-
be to block as opposed to bad damage reduction with a 4-mid block.
Yeah. Yeah, we can completely cut Sec the Record Straight and just go Intense Stare.
Okay. I am down for that. I just want it to be a 1 of. Like I just think it's like a it's a
that's
neato
reasonable.
card. Just to
And then we
to
can
look
just
at.
like find another 1 of cool piece.
Yeah. Man, the order symbol's so cool. First for labor is dissolving. Award the victor is very funny. Yeah, as I'm looking, it says your stun attack gets... Oh, because she gives stun to everything. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I dig that. I dig that. I dig that. What's our block mods look like? Am I crazy? 17, 28, 17. Even when I do this, all I've done is add a card. Oh, I didn't take away the Set the Record Straight. This just gets to leave. Goodbye. Set the Record Straight. Block zones as we look. Our highs. What if instead of Elemental Advantage, we went back to 2 of that card? Of the form
2
draw
of
card.
what card? Oh yeah,
The
yeah, that can
final
work.
test. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Elemental Advantage is not very good.
I just had it as like a standard version of Irrefutable because like
It's
I don't
just
know,
not.
it was seal
It's
something.
just not, sadly. Because it doesn't seal, it freezes. And so they had to have
freezes.
chosen to commit that card. And then you have to commit a card for them to keep it committed. I just don't think it's I don't think it's worth it. If you wanted to this is our Irrefutable because it just taps that card that we wanted. Hey, that one's the one that's being turned sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that I want to do is I just want to add like 1 more high and low and then let it rock. Like 1 of Foresight, 1 of Elasticity, and just like let it breathe.
Yeah, we can test that.
Anti stun, and then better builds on 1. Or if we want to get absolutely crazy with it, we take back out this Foresight and we just put in 1 item box.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would be good because that just like stops anything that I dislike.
18, 27, 18 is good enough to like start initially testing. Your block zones on your attacks are technically better. And I like the attack package of like Ogre Killer. I think Ogre Killer in your character is really kind of silly. It's 4 mid for 5 that says they commit 3 foundations. It's very good. It's very good. Stun 3, pretty good. So I've heard. Yeah. Oh man. Also looking for a challenge with Genkai Spirit Guns is like you just like don't commit anything. You just like make it happen.
Yeah.
It says that this is allowed to be
really good.
this is allowed to be the 4th move. Right? We go like Ogre
Yeah.
Killer, Tape Stream, Genkai Spirit Gun, looking for a challenge, focus attack, commit nothing.
Yeah, it just allows me to go as far as I need with focus attack, considering like how expensive it is.
Gonna be a 3
of,
of, and we're gonna take elasticity back down to a 2 of.
We are allowed to go above 60, I think, because this character 1 draws a reasonable amount and 2 is an 8-hander effectively.
Sure.
I think we could go to like 65 or 67 if we really want to stretch it for like reaching what we need.
I want it to be 63.
But I do know consistency
because we are all inning on this move. right?
Yeah, we need the
Um,
consistency.
Like,
I understand.
we need focus attack to hit, and Genkai Spirit Gun. Like, I want to be able to play, and also we're only playing 20 attacks.
Mm.
We're only playing 20 because these aren't real. These don't do anything. These are actions. These are 3-check actions in our deck that say +2 speed, right?
Yeah.
Because they just like don't do anything, and I never want to commit a foundation to make this a 1 mid for 3 stun 1. That's bad. That's bad. And so this might be it. I think this might just be the answer. If you feel like the final test is working out really, really well and you're enjoying it, take the Season Brawler down to a 3 of and make this a 3 of. But I don't think you get to swap these numbers, just because I think Season Brawler being able to like you build 2 of them on turn 1, they block a thing, and you just like flip 2 and then quick draw is just like really, really good. Also, the mental damage of like, oh no, I can't block my attack. You can let him draw. Yeah, I'll take my 6 damage from the cat punch. Okay, I've got a momentum for Genkai Spirit Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff that I never think about with order. I suck with like mental games nowadays. Like I always play Jura and I look at the top 2 cards and then I play the mental game with that. But I never think about, oh, you can't block me, or I'm going to draw 3 and then just like get so much value. There's a higher chance I get focus attack. I always get really tunnel visioned in, find what I need, do the thing, hope they don't have anything for it because they're stupid as all hell.
That's the way we
So I
win
think
games.
I need
is
to
just disrespect our opponents
Yeah.
for being a bunch of dummies.
Absolutely. They're all stupid. They don't know how to play the game. I'm just going to slam my attacks. Have fun, bud. I play Jiro.
That's
How could
crazy.
you tell?
You fight Twitch chat all the time? That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I don't. I mean, I fight them. I'll yell at them. I'll call them stupid because they don't know how to play. And I just play double jab pummel like 6 times in a row. Not even possible. I have 6 cards.
I'm for one am happy that she's gone, but you've now replaced it
Yeah.
with Rappa. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
I think this is pretty good. I hope Giro 3 gets printed in Girl Power. If not, I'm going to have an absolute sobbing session. And I'll never be back. I'm joking.
All right, fair enough. Anyways, I'll see you next month for your 14th Giro 2 deck.
No problem. I'll be there.
All right, we'll see you, buddy.